There we go. There we go. There we go. We back again with another podcast. And man, I'm gonna just tell y'all like every time I get to these podcasts, it be like the most exciting day, the most exciting time of the day, like the most exciting day and the most exciting time of the day because I get to live in my purpose once again. I get to give back. You know what I'm saying? So for the people who don't know me, they call me Lingo. My name is Daquan. I go by Lead Motivator, and you're now tuned into the Self Development Tuesday podcast. On this podcast, I give gems about life, finances, and overall wellness. Okay, so I also give a dabble of my life experiences with every situation, so you can understand what I've been through and how I relate to it. Cause I was in the army, I've been in the streets, I did a lot of stuff in my short lifetime. You feel me? So I got some knowledge on me. You feel me? So I could be trying to give it out to people so they could just skip certain steps and get to that next level. But I keep my videos short so we can get to the point. You can get what you need. Boom, enjoy the rest of your day. Cool. So today we're gonna be doing like somewhat of a semi book review. I read this book. It's called The Psychology of Money. This is probably one of the best books I've ever read in my life. It's definitely top five, in my top five for sure. And I've read a good amount of books. I don't want to say how many books I read because it may not be good to avid readers, but I feel like I've read good enough books. But I typically only really read books that deal with finances or growth. I don't really read books like fictional books. All my books are pretty much nonfiction. You know what I'm saying? So this book right here, like I said, it's called The Psychology of Money. And it pretty much hits on points where it's telling you like not so much about like how to save your money, but just more of like the mindset when it comes to money that will ultimately save you money and help you make more money if you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna go to one part because for me, right, page 83, it says the highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every day and say, I can do what I want today. I'll read that one more time. The highest form of wealth is the ability to wake up every morning and say, I can do what I want today. And how you do that a lot of times, man, is saying no other days. You have to learn to say no to your wants. A lot of stuff is not necessary. That's how you accumulate wealth. Less ego, more wealth. You don't have to go out and buy everything that everybody buys. You know, I brought my chain, right? It's something I wanted. It's something I planned for though. I planned for this chain. I saved my money. I stacked. I waited, and then I went and brought my chain. I could have brought my chain when I seen somebody else buy their chain, but it would have put me in a hole. So I waited until I saved up to a certain threshold where I could buy my chain and still have money left over to do other things I need to do and things I want to do. And I could also put some money away in some investments. A lot of times we want to keep up with the Joneses so bad, but Jones don't care about you. Jones do not care about you. Them Joneses, they do not care about you. They're going to take your money and they're going to go about their life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be comfortable in your own skin to be like, I don't got to keep up with nobody but me. But in our generation, and not our generation, even older people, like, we don't have that mindset to just say no sometimes because we seen somebody else with it and then we trick ourselves and say, that's not why I want it. So before you make a purchase, I want you to really ask yourself, am I buying this because I want it or was I influenced to want it? You know what I'm saying? Because those two things make a big difference. Do you want it or were you influenced to want it? You feel what I'm saying? Like you ever ate? You already ate, right? You already had your meal. Now you see something and you want to eat again. Cause they didn't got good advertising and they got an ad right here. They got an ad right here. They got a big sign up on Skybo Road. If you live in Fayetteville, you know what Skybo is. They got a big sign on Skybo Road. You ain't even hungry for real. But now you finna go buy it and indulge. And that's okay from time to time, especially if your money right. But before you go do that, you gotta ask yourself, like, hey, is this worth the buy? Is it worth the buy? And a lot of times it's not worth the buy. You just want it because you seen somebody else with it. So now you want to go buy it. But you don't really need it for real, for real. So you got to ask yourself, well, what am I doing this for, you know? Like, okay. I'm going to go to the part in the book where um, what I really came for what I say I was gonna really speak about today as far as the podcast goes. If I can find it, I have it bent in the book. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Page 208, right? Mm-mm-mm. Big thing right here. Manage your money in a way that helps you sleep at night. Everybody's different. But if you have your money and after every period you looking like, hey, I don't know where the hell my money going, I'm not happy, you're probably burning yourself out. You're probably burning your money out. And you don't need to be doing that. You need to be stacking it. You need to be stacking it. It says if you want to do better as an investor, the single most powerful thing you can do is increase your time horizon. That means stack your money as early as you can. Invest your money as early as you can. Stop hitting yourself with that, I got time, I got time. You're making your time shorter and shorter and shorter. So when you want to go have real fun and take them real trips, like imagine how would it feel to go to Turks and Caicos and come back and still be sitting on some money. Not I'm going to Turks and Caicos, and when I get back, I gotta work like a slave. You can still slow roll your way back into the field. You ain't just gotta get back, and now you gotta go straight to work. You know what I'm saying? You can take your time. So I say all this to say, I'm gonna go more in depth in this book over time, but those are little couple gems. I don't want you with too many, but just remember, less ego, more wealth, increase your time horizon so you have more time to save more money and make more money. Don't go out here spending money on everything you don't need, buying this gadget and this gadget. Buy essential things. And then from time to time, you can indulge yourself in things that you just want. Or, you know what I'm saying? It's okay because we still have to live. We still got to try things out. But don't just sit there and be overindulging yourself in things you don't need, because that's going to be a bad outcome. You're going to be sitting there mad because you don't have the funds to do things you want to do when you want to do them. I really have the power to say no, so later on I can have the power to say yes.